And good evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This evening, the family of a pedestrian killed over the weekend is speaking out for the first time. 71-year-old Andrew Lee Perkins died Saturday after a car struck him while he was walking along Martin Luther King Boulevard. WVUA's Chelsea Barton spoke with Perkins' daughter, who says she hopes other families will never have to experience the pain she is dealing with right now.
He was going up the street, and after that, I didn't see him anymore.
Deborah Moore is talking about her father, 71-year-old Andrew Lee Perkins, who was killed in a hit-and-run Saturday evening on Martin Luther King Boulevard. The vehicle that struck Perkins was being driven by a 19-year-old female who initially fled the scene but returned shortly thereafter.
She continued on a few more blocks till she got to McKenzie Court. They consulted with a parent of one of the passengers who advised them they needed to return and actually accompany them back to the scene.
Moore says that the young woman has expressed remorse to the family, but there are still many things she will miss about her father.
Sitting on the porch, riding with me everywhere I go. I'm just sitting down enjoying the family, you know. Even when I got married, he was still there with me. Everywhere I went, he was with me. Every place I live, he's been with me.
According to Tuscaloosa Metro Homicides Captain Lloyd Baker, the driver is only being charged because she initially left the scene.
It wasn't the driver who called 911, it was one of the witnesses. So in that capacity, she failed to satisfy the law as far as stopping and rendering aid.
Moore hopes that her father's tragic passing will prevent accidents of this nature in the future.
Don't speed. I love you, Dad. That was my friend, that was my dad. We had good times together, good time. He's not gonna be forgotten now, no.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Chelsea Barton, WVUA News.
Perkins would have been 72 next month. Well, one person is dead and two more were injured in an accident in North Tuscaloosa County today. Alabama State Trooper John Reese confirms that troopers responded to the accident just before 3 this afternoon. It happened at the intersection of Northside Road and Mormon Road. Trooper Reese says the accident is still under investigation. WVUA will continue to follow this story and will bring you the latest information as it becomes available to us. On your Crime Watch tonight, two brothers are arrested in connection with a string of robberies. 20-year-old Keyshawn Battle and 18-year-old Trevon Battle were arrested today. Keyshawn is charged with robbery at 4 stores and also faces a firearms charge in 3 of those cases. Trevon Battle is charged with robbery at 1 store. Hearings for both men are scheduled Thursday before a U.S. magistrate judge. Meanwhile, police say 49-year-old Cassandra White is facing charges of attempted murder. According to police, White and the victim were dating. It happened around 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon on the 32nd 100 block of 16th Street. Authorities say the couple got into an argument, and that's when White allegedly shot the victim several times. He was hit in the leg and the back. The victim was taken to DCH Regional Medical Center and is listed in stable condition. Well, let's change gears a little bit, talk about the weather with a first look at Alabama's home team forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott.
Hey, John, good Monday evening to you. Feels great out there now. The rain-cooled air settled in for the night. 69 degrees in Tuscaloosa, 70 down in Montgomery. Still some warm spots out there down in southeast Alabama, Dothan, 75 at this hour. Rain we dealt with earlier today. Cooling temperatures off across the western half of the state and basically northwest Alabama. But you notice on the radar, no rain to talk about right now. In our immediate coverage area, some shower storms will become likely later on tonight as we watch more development back off towards our north and west. And our bus stop forecast, hey, early tomorrow morning, some storms could be around. While it won't be a washout, some thunderstorms are certainly possible early tomorrow morning and pretty much on and off all day. So keep that rain gear handy. 7 o'clock will be at 65 degrees, mild and muggy. But what about the rest of that forecast? We'll head towards the weekend. Weather is coming up.
Thank you, Richard. Flash floods are being blamed for the death of a Tuscaloosa firefighter. According to authorities, 29-year-old Douglas P.J. Bean drowned early Sunday morning in South Dakota. He had been visiting his family there. Bean worked as a firefighter and a paramedic at Station 7 in Tuscaloosa. WVUA's Jennifer Edwards with our story.
He's just one of those guys that you like to see coming to work for your department, and he's going to be missed.
Sometimes you don't get a chance to work with people that you care about and love, and he's one of those guys that you do.
Tuscaloosa firefighters are still in shock at the loss of P.J. Bean.
just PJ was a wonderful guy. Words kind of leave your mouth on a time like this. It's hard to express and sum up a person's 29 years in 5 minutes of a conversation. There's no words that can say how I feel about PJ and the guys at the department, the lives that he's touched on the way in his 29 years. Just a life cut short.
Bo Gunter has been Bean's partner for almost 6 years. They participated in the Firefighter Combat Challenge together and also received the department's first Lifesaver Award. Gunter says Bean was like a family member.
Wasn't a guy I just worked on the rescue truck with as a partner. He was a brother away from the fire station. We had grown close, on duty and off. It's like losing a family member.
Chief Martin says he is proud to have had Bean in his department.
He's just one of those guys that we can be proud of as a department, that his family can be proud of. He represented all of us well.
We're selfish. We want people to stay around, but he's in a much better place. And knowing his faith, he's there.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Jennifer Edwards, WVUA News.
According to Chief Martin, funeral arrangements are still being determined. Lake County authorities say an autopsy has been conducted and the results are pending. Alabama's unemployment rate dropped 7.6% in February for its 7th straight month of improvement. But the state still comes in at number 25 on the list of highest unemployment rates. Shelton State Community College and Mercedes-Benz have partnered together to help our state's rate improve even more and to give students in their automotive program an advantage when they graduate. WVUA's Courtney Highfield reports.
Only 4 months into the program, students at Shelton State Community College studying mechatronics received a big surprise from Mercedes-Benz. 2 brand new cars.
Well, we want that students deal with real-life technology, and I think they get these high-tech vehicles and they can really understand what today's technology means.
Thanks to the donations made by Mercedes-Benz, students are not only learning about cars through textbooks, but now they're getting hands-on experience.
And these vehicles will allow our students some additional hands-on opportunities to learn more about what they will do when they're working in the plant.
To be selected, to be able to do this, it's great for the people that are in the program. It's a great opportunity, gives them an opportunity for the future to be able to do things that maybe they were not able to do and have the opportunities that they never were afforded to be able to do.
Officials say having that experience is almost necessary to find a job in this economy.
And you know, we get feedback from business and industry all the time. We are constantly talking with them. We have all kinds of advisory groups from various business and industry that come to our campus on a regular basis, and they tell us that students with hands-on experience just are better right out of the chute.
Officials also say the automotive industry is a great career to get into, and they hope these donations will motivate more students to enter the program. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Courtney Highfield, WVUA News.
And Mercedes-Benz recently donated training vehicles to 2 other schools, Bell Brown Career Technical Center in Livingston and the Tuscaloosa Center for Technology. Well, State School Superintendent Tommy Bice is recommending a complete overhaul of the state's testing program. His proposed changes include requiring higher minimum scores for a student to pass and adding more components. Bice says the state should not allow students to reach 8th grade before they are ready. He says that while students may be meeting expectations under the federal No Child Left Behind Act, the law does not always translate into success. The state has a mediocre high school graduation rate, and many who are accepted into college need remedial courses before they can begin their post-secondary curriculum. The city of Mobile has a looming problem: how to pay for more than a $20 million cruise terminal with no cruise ship. Carnival Cruise Lines pulled out of the city last fall, leaving Mobile without a new source of revenue to pay the debt. Officials have yet to lure another ship to the city, meaning the city has to absorb the payments when a new fiscal year starts October 1st. Council President Reggie Copeland says reserves can pay the debt the first year, but revenues from a possible new sales tax may be needed after that. An industry expert says Mobile hasn't done a very good job of marketing itself for another cruise ship. And the city of Tuscaloosa's recycling program is coming back bigger and better than ever. Curbside recycling was back up and running today. Since last year's April 27th tornado, the city has been unable to offer these services because of damage to their equipment. The city says the new program will offer services to 100% of residents compared to only 60% before. Recycling pickup will happen during your regular trash and garbage pickup day. City officials say you can help by becoming more aware of what you can recycle.
You have that option at a store to buy a glass product versus a plastic one that is recyclable, or say an aluminum can versus a glass bottle of some type. If you'll choose that plastic that's recyclable or the aluminum, we can take that, and then you won't have to throw that away later on.
And if you live in Tuscaloosa and do not have a recycling bin or would like an extra one, you can call Tuscaloosa 311 or contact the Environmental Services Department. Well, local senior citizens proved yet again today you're only as old as you feel. Residents of the Regency Retirement Village in Tuscaloosa celebrated their Moonlight Prom tonight. Attendees dressed in their Sunday best for the event, which featured snacks, cake, a photo booth, oldies music, and lots of dancing. There was even a prom queen and king nominated by the residents. The prom was to help morale and keep people moving.
Well, we're just dancing and eating and having fun. When we tell the rest of them that didn't come, they want to come to the next one.